Well, good Saturday afternoon, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great day. I am having a good one. I'm about halfway point. I've been had to cut back home. I'm going to pick up Michael and going back down to the red brick house and things. I needed some stuff from home to do some work down there and things and so on. So you know how it is. Me, I love actually being on the road. Just being one with your thoughts, the road, seeing the countryside, seeing all the trees out right now. The weather is amazing. This is relaxing for me. Some people, I hate to drive. I love to drive. But I'm curious here. Now, I know this is going to trigger some Eagle fans, and people will say, well, why are you always talking about the Eagles? Well, why are they always on my channel? You guys are always here, so let me at least give you something to talk about or to react with. I'm trying to look out for you. And this is no hate here on this question at all. At all. I'm want to really ask you a serious question. So, Kellen Moore, some people will say Kellen Moore, made Dak Prescott great. That if it wasn't for Kellen Moore, the boy genius, that Dak Prescott would be ass. Okay. Not only me, some people will contend that Dak Prescott was successful in spite of Kellen Moore. And we're happy that Kellen Moore was gone. And you can look and say, Kellen Moore offense, although it was hard to say with Dak Prescott having a broken thumb and knowing that he had 37 TDs and 11 interceptions the year before, in our minds, kept you wanting a little bit, because we saw the next year with the broken thumb where it was 23 TDs and 15 interceptions, which, mind you, was the most TDs that Jalen Hurts has had in a season last year, identical to Dak Prescott's 23 and 15. However, let me give credit where credit's due, because Jason, a 49er fan, I don't know why he's got any fight in this whole argument and stuff, is pointing out how many rushing TDs that Jalen Hurts gets. And yes, even though the lion's share of them are the tush push, it'll be interesting to see now that his center, Kelsey, is gone, how effective the tush push will be, or if it was even left in the playbook. He does have a lot of rushing touchdowns that aren't the tush push. But as I pointed out at the end of the year before his best season, that I said, I can guarantee you one thing, he will not see as many open lanes in the middle like he did that year, because it was always like the parting of the Red Sea, run up the middle, touchdown. Defensive coordinators learned that one. You don't let him have a lane in the middle. He may run on the outside, but we're going to string it out and we're going to try and punish him. So my question here is, after seeing the Jalen Hurts press conference and interview where he's talking about the offense and that 95% of it is new in the playbook. 95%. Are you guys having buyer's remorse? Are you worried? Because here's the problem. And listen, again, I mean no disrespect, because Jalen Hurts is a really good quarterback. He's gone to a Super Bowl. He has been incredible running the football. He's been having, done pretty good passing wise for the most part. He's earned that second contract where he's getting, $51 million a year. He's a good NFL quarterback. He is the top percentage of quarterbacks on the earth, the whole freaking planet, okay? Be that as it may, changing offenses and offensive coordinators and philosophy can stunt your growth, can slow you down, can make it harder because now you got new terminology, okay? It may be the same play, but you got it called in different names. And sometimes you're flipping around and all of a sudden you're calling something off and everybody's looking at you like, what are you calling? Because your brain is still stuck in last year. Excuse me. Are you guys worried about your quarterback in this new system? That's all I want to know. I can't wait till tomorrow when we have our members call-in show and Leo will call in. I'm going to ask him exactly that. Are you worried about this? Because from what you've been hearing, and I know it's only mini camp, okay? It's not, it's still early. But from what you've been hearing, it doesn't seem like he's picking it up that fast. And so this will be the question, knowing that Jalen Hurts is a more dynamic, athletic quarterback who is really, really good at moving around in the pocket and things. If Kellen Moore is able to use that and incorporate that with his offense. Because see, here's the thing. You may have a system and a game plan that you want to run. But if you don't have the right personnel to run it, it's useless. And I'll give you an example because when Joe Gibbs came to the Washington, at that time, Redskins, he had come from Air Coryell. And for those who don't know, Dan Fouts and that offense was really like one of the first modern offenses because they just threw the hell out of the football. They used Kellen Winslow, the tight end. They were really dynamic with using him. They had wide receivers galore. And was it Chuck Muncie was their running back? Their running back was kind of like, yeah, we'll run it every now and then just to keep them honest. But that was known as Air Coryell because they threw the football like crazy. That's what Joe Gibbs came from. And he went to Washington and tried to implement that with the team he had. And Joe Theismann wasn't that kind of quarterback. He didn't have that kind of dynamic running back. He had a bruising running back in John Riggins. And he had a big run-oriented offensive line. And so he changed what he knew to fit the personnel that he had and won 3 Super Bowls with that. So now you see Kellen Moore wiping the whole playbook. You can't tell me that there's not things in that playbook that the Eagles do really, really well that you want to keep. So I'm going to say, like I've been saying all along, good luck, Eagle fans, and that I think that this is a disaster about to happen with Jalen Hurts and Kellen Moore. But hey, I know you guys are excited about it. So if you're excited about it, don't let me stand in the way. I'm excited for you guys. Have a nice day. Peace.